Welcome back to You're in the Loft. Now today is the start of album 3, and if you caught the end of the recap video, you'd know that the theme word for this month is summer. So July, summer month, want to write some summer bangers, that tropical feel, that tropical vibe. And if you also caught the end of the video, you'd know I wanted to change the style up of the video. Instead of doing a kind of all-day vlog, I wanted to do a little bit of a how-to. So for me, it's like how to write a verse or a chorus or a pre-chorus or a synth line, etc, etc. So today is how to write a killer chorus. Let's get straight in. Right, so I'm here. I've actually finished the track already, and I'm gonna break the break it down into different parts for like my how to write a killer chorus. Feels kind of weird to not be vlogging through the day and kind of taking you through it, so I'll do my best to try and explain things. But let's jump straight in, and the first thing I wanted to break down was the production. So the way I started out the whole track was with this synth. And then basically I just layered stuff on that. So you can hear there's some keys, a piano which comes in the chorus, and then basically throughout the song I'd add more layers. So in the second chorus I added another pluck, this thing, duh, duh, duh. And then in the final chorus I added a piano melody which sounds like this, and some atmosphere. Girl, I got a confession. So that is my general theme with production and adding through the song. You always want to add an extra little layer in the from the first chorus to the second chorus to the third chorus, just to keep it interesting. And I actually pretty much do the same with vocals as well, using ad-libs and harmonies. But that's kind of my one main tip for when it comes to writing a killer chorus, making sure with the production you're adding subtle elements in to kind of keep the listener interested. And to add to this, the production in the chorus should probably be thicker anyway. In the verses I've just got this little pluck going, a few Rhodes, the drums, and that kind of effects loop, and then I bring the bass in and the piano notes that play the root notes of the chords and the hi-hats to add more to the drums. So yeah, that basically makes the production of the chorus. And as you're writing a song, or as you're basically figuring out how you want the chorus to sound, you can just keep layering on stuff, and you can always take away or you can always re-add later on. It just, I added these extra bits towards the end of the production just because I felt like it needed to take it to the next level. Which brings me on to kind of the form of how you're going to write the chorus. So, there are many ways you can do it. You could do it as lyrically. You have A, A, B, A, or you can have A, A, B, or you can have A, B, A, B. Like A, B, A, B, for example, would be like, yeah, 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 I need you now. Yeah, 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 I need you now. Pardon me, that's kind of I'm dying here. That's kind of like an A, B, A, B section. Now, in this one, I did an A, A, B, A, and I'm going to play that to you, so with the production as well, and you'll be able to hear it. Girl, I got a confession to make. So that's A. Promise it'll only take a second. We then do A again. Girl, I got a confession to make. Promise it'll only take a second. Then I go into a B section. So how about we step outside? How about we step outside? Back to A. Girl, I got a confession to make. Promise it'll only take a second. And I think one tip that I don't always use, but I think is really, really important when trying to write a killer chorus, is always doing that A and A at the end and at the start of the end. For me, it's girl, I got a confession to make. I promise it'll only take a second. And I've run that at the start and the second. For example, often choruses can be A, B, C, A. I guess for this bit I've done A just because I felt like I wanted to hammer home the point of the song, which kind of brings me on to the vocal production and how you can really add to this that form you have. So for example, I'll add doubles in just the first chorus. Confession to make. With a harmony. Promise it'll only take a second. And again, more harmonies.
Promise it'll only take a second.
And then, in the second and third chorus, I add something just to fill the space. So if you listen here, you'll be able to hear...
Girl, I got a confession to make.
Confession to make. So it's just another little bit of ear candy, as I call it, so that the listener can basically stay interested. And also, I do throw in a little bit of an ad-lib, you know.
Girl, I got a confession to make.
And then here as well.
How about we step outside? Girl, I got a confession to make. Promise it'll only take a second.
And then one final tip that I can suggest when writing a killer chorus into the last chorus is, I mean, basically you could say add as many vocals as you want, but what I've often done in my songs is add like a big belt. So in this case, you can hear it here.
Girl, I got a confession to make.
That sort of...
Promise it.
And that's basically me trying to be the cherry on top of every little bit of vocal, just one massive belt out, one massive like release into this last chorus. And if you hear that with the whole production...
Girl, I got a confession to make. Promise it'll only take a second. Girl, I got a confession to make. Promise it'll only take a second. So how about we step outside? How about we step outside? Girl, I got a confession.
And I think with all the like added production elements as well, it really elevates the choruses to a new level. My third and kind of final part is the lyrics, but before I do that, I'm going to read you the whole of the lyrics first. So, to start, you get verse 1, which says, "Wild eyes, I know you've said it, I know I've said it before, but this is me, different party, and she wanna hit the floor. No, nobody can cramp her style, no, nobody can cramp her style. But if I go in, it's 100% and on my own. I do this by myself, I just gotta be alone. No, nobody can cramp my style, no, nobody can cramp my style." Now, it's a very, very generic, party-themed, you know, oh, I like this girl, I wanna go and talk to her. The Wild Eyes, which is the first lyric, is actually a shout-out, kind of tangent. It's a boy band I was in, and the first song we ever wrote was called Wild Eyes. And I'm kind of saying, wild eyes, I know I've said it before, but this is me, different party. So I'm basically kind of paying my respect to that song, but I'm saying, you know what, I'm kind of going solo now, I guess is what I'm trying to say in a way. And then into the pre-chorus, I say, we talk, we fight, we do it all tonight, we live, we high. So it's basically saying, you know, let's get rid of all the drama out right now. Let's get it out the way and let's just enjoy the good times. Which is why I say, you know, lyrically for your chorus, you really need to home in on that point that you're trying to make. And here I say, girl, I got a confession to make, promise it'll only take a second. So I'm like, can I just take you to the side and let's chat because I've got something I need to say to you. And I repeat that again just to kind of put the nail in the coffin. And then I say, so how about we step outside? How about we step outside? Girl, I got a confession to make. Verse 2 follows on from the story. Stars high, but I'm looking at the floor. This is me making moves, got these feelings, and I'm sure. So that's kind of me saying, sometimes I'm nervous, you know, the stars are in the sky, I'm looking down, I don't want to look you in the eye just yet. But I'm saying nobody can cramp our style. No, nobody can cramp our style. I guess one of the things that I don't say in the lyrics is, oh, I like you. I'm kind of giving that ambiguous thought to the listener. But in terms of the general theme of the song, I really am saying, I'm giving you all of the story, and I'm like, let's take a step outside. You know, maybe I need to write a follow-up song for it. But yeah, I don't know. And obviously there's a lot of repetitiveness in the chorus, and that's really just so hopefully the listener will remember it. But yeah, that's how I go about writing a killer chorus. You need the production, then you need that sort of structure, so like an AABA or ABAC or whatever you're gonna do structurally. I guess the best way to find out is listen to other pop songs, and then you wanna hone in on the lyrics, hone in on exactly what you wanna say with the lyrics, and make sure you say it basically as simply and as well as possible, if that makes sense. Easier said than done, obviously. But the audio for this will be out tomorrow. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and subscribe with turn your notifications on. And yes, that's all from me. So bye bye and peace.